Hi guys, this is Rita. This article is how to solve daily life problems, and it's from a site which uploads most of the articles of the year is about for people who are having an anxiety issue. So it's about solving problems without feeling a lot of anxiety. I hope it helps. It's total 7 steps of it, and I will start with the first step. Step 1 is there a problem? It is admitting that there is a problem. It looks very easy, and why do you think it's a step 1? You might think, but for most of us, it is habit for us to not look at the problem because the problem makes us feel stressed, and I might be intimidated by it, but when I'm intimidated by it, it is not a very good thing to look at the problem and really trying to fix it. So if it becomes habit, then you want to look at the problems when you have ability to solve that. So that's a very big life problem. So the step 1, the very important part, is acknowledging that there is a problem. So first, make a list about the problems you have. And when you find out that there is a problem, your stress and your negative emotions are guidance, kind of a sign that there is a problem. It is not your feelings that is a problem. So use your feelings. Your feelings and negative emotion and negative energy is so useful when you try to admit that there is a problem. And the third one is find a challenge. Like, for example, if you have problems at work with your colleagues, then it might be your chance to become a better social person. So find the challenge. Find the advantage in the situation after you win the situation. Step 2, what is the problem? Of course, we have to know what really is the problem. So when you make the list of the problem, you have to focus on the problem itself. Like, what is the situation? What would I like the situation to be? And what is the obstacle that is keeping me from my desired situation? So it's kind of analyzing of the problem. And when you do this, you have to stay focused just on the facts. Like, if you say my boss is an ass, that is not the fact, right? That is your opinion. So it is not the problem itself. So it's bad note. Okay, so just the facts. And the third one is be specific and concrete. Like, for example, if you say my problem is my work, it is not specific or concrete. So you have to be very specific when you write the list of the problems. And the step 3, what are my goals for this problem? You have to know what the fixed, completed situation would be if you try to solve the problem. It means that in order to know whether you have solved your problems, it is important to know ahead of time what a solved problem would look like. Here are some tips for setting goals. First, be realistic, and the second one, be specific, as always. And third one, start with short-term goals. Like, if you set goals that can be reached relatively quickly, you are more likely to work on your problem. You can set long-term goals too, but make sure to have short-term goals as well, so you know whether the problem is solved. With a work problem, a long-term goal might be to get another job, while a short-term goal might be to reduce your workload. And we're going to step 4, thinking up solutions. First, devise lots of solutions, even if it looks stupid, okay? And number 2, don't judge your solutions. And the third one is have a variety of solutions. make a lot of solution and don't judge it. Like the first idea might not be the best one. So you have to always give chance to your ideas and lots of crazy thoughts and just brainstorm it. And deciding which solution would be the best is the work that comes later. So think up a lot of solutions as much as you can. And when you do this, be specific as always and ask for help because your brain is limited. So yes. And step 5 is deciding on solution, like I said. So, and when you decide on a solution, you have to go through these ones. You have to think about these ones. Will the solution fix my problem and help me reach my goals? You have to check this, of course. Number 2, how much time and effort does this solution involve? And third one is, how will I feel if I pick the solution? For example, if your way to fix your work problem is to say bad things about your colleagues, you won't feel good about it. Then it might not be a bad solution. And fourth, what are the costs and benefits of this solution to myself and others right now and in the long term? Like I said, if you have to say negative things to your colleagues to solve the problems, it might fix your workload problem right now, but in a long-term view, it might deteriorate your relationship with other people, so it might be not the best solution. So when you decide the solution, there is one thing you have to remember, that there is no perfect solution. So when you are judging each potential solution, it is unlikely that it will meet all 4 criteria. That is, it probably won't solve the problem with no time or effort to make you feel happy while doing it and have no costs and only benefits. You're looking for a solution that best meets the criteria, not perfectly. Step 6, finally carrying out the solution. And when you do this, make a list of types of job. You have to make an action plan, and this is often the most difficult step because you now have to actually start carrying out the solution you chose. Most people are afraid that they might have picked the wrong solution, or that perhaps there is a better solution if they just think about the problem more. This is not helpful thinking. It is better to act than to do nothing at all. You have to remember, to help you carry out your solution, you can make an action plan. If you know how you are going to carry out your solution, you're more likely to follow through. Your plan should include all the steps that you will need to take to carry out the solution, and it should be as specific and concrete as possible. For example, if my solution is to get a new job, some of the steps involved in that solution might be: make a list of the types of jobs I would like to have, buy a newspaper every day and check the help wanted ads, contact all the employers who advertise a job that I would like to have, and rearrange my work schedule so I can go to interviews if necessary. And we are going to step 7, checking in on your problems. Yes, now that you have carried out your solutions, you need to make sure that it is working. Of course, we have to check that always. And don't worry if it didn't work. We have other algorithms to solve that. Okay, so never panic. That is the key. We can solve this step by step. And if your solution didn't work, you have to check through these things. These are following questions like: did I define the problem properly? And were my goals realistic? Are there other possible solutions? And is there a better solution that I could have picked? did I carry it out as planned? If you work through these steps, you might find that you went wrong somewhere, and then you can fix it and try again. So, and solving the difficult problem in life is hard work, so make sure to reward yourself afterward for a job well done. So this is all about this article, and I really agree to the last comment that you have to compliment yourself, and you have to be able to look at the struggles and look at what you did on this project. Like, there are so many variables in this world, so it might not succeed and it might not work out as you planned, but in all that situation, if you did something, you have to look at the struggles and tryings that you have worked on, and you have to be your own judge, not as it worked out, not what you did, based on what you did. So if you do that, you can keep going and you can fix problems. But if you don't do that, it won't work, because nobody wants to work harder when it's not working out, and nobody gives you compliments. Yes, so my advice is this: just be positive as much as you can and love yourself and keep complimenting yourself. Then it will all work out. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of when. You're going to the right direction, I think, and just put your all energy into it. Don't let anything stand in front of you. Thank you. This is all for today, and I hope you have a good night's sleep. And I will come with more helpful ideas and articles and information to you. Bye bye. Have a good sleep and have a nice tomorrow.